What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man. I'm back at it again. And I just watched danmachi, aka Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, episode 3. And oh my gosh, it was absolutely fantastic. We got a familia, man. We getting, I'm so hyped. Okay, we got Lil Lily. We got Wealth. We got the chick from Tazamakochu. Oh god. Anyway, the samurai chick. We got bell-kun, and we got the chick from the pub that's super strong, man. We've got a familia for you, man. Yes, we finally got a full familia. Hestia is finally coming into her own, collecting her familia. It is no longer just bell-kun. Wow, it was so glorious. Okay, let's talk about this episode, man. Okay, it picked up right after last week's episode, man. And I'm just gonna be real. It was good. It was so good. The animation was on point, and getting the story was nice. So we get Lily talking to at the moment, which is Soma-sama, which is her present god. She's trying to please with him, but you know he's just not hearing anything. Then the guy that he lets run everything is just so. We can tell this dude was a piece of crap to begin with, man. But then we get to the part to where Hestia is planning a siege and trying to free Lily. And then we have the moment to where the gods are discussing what they're going to choose the war games to be about. And I like the layout and the spread of how everything was set. Like there's a whole bunch of seats, and then there's just a table that Hestia and Apollo was sitting at. And Hestia has skipped like 3 or 4 of these meetings, man. And she finally showed up, and they picked the game, which Freya talked him into, letting Belle get some assistance. But you know, we still can't trust Freya. But they end up picking what was the game they picked? I'm trying to remember. Let me see. What was the game they picked? I don't remember. Okay, they end up picking. I don't know. I was trying to find it, but I can't seem to find it. Okay, here it is. They picked, what is it? Okay, here it is. They picked Siege, like where you gotta like raid a castle or something like that. Okay, and that's where you needed the most members because you're gonna be attacking another another group's place. Then we get to discussing, and and Apollo finally allowed him to choose someone. And at that moment when they said someone that's not affiliated with any family or anything, I thought of old girl from the pub. I was like, yeah, she's not affiliated with anybody, so it's got to be her. So then we get to the siege of Hestia trying to free Lily from the Soma family. And the siege was going according to plan. And the guy that they kept showing that was watching Lily when she was in the little cell, I knew he was like, because he just didn't like the other dude that was running things. So he gave her the keys to escape, and she went there and tried to get Hestia to leave, and Hestia didn't want to leave. And then she went to confront Soma-san, or Soma-sama, and he told her if she could drink the wine without really getting all whatever happens when they drink his wine, then he'll listen to hear her out. In that moment, when she drank the wine and she kind of lost herself a little bit, and when she came back and said, please still help bell-kun, and he turned his, I still want to know more about the Soma family because we've only gotten brief instances about anything about them. But that moment when he took that wine and just smashed it and stopped the fighting, I give him his props. That was cool. But the most hype moment for me was when Lily joined Hestia's familia, man. I was so hyped. I was so happy he took his name off her back and Hestia put her blood on it. And Lily's a part of the familia. And at that moment when they showed that, and he was like, is that the same girl I left? And Hestia's like, yeah, what you done to her created her to be such a wonderful person now. And then I could tell by the look on her face when they were leaving. The chick in Wealth both had the chick from the samurai group. She had that facial expression to where it's like, I want to be I want to be a part of their familia. And I knew, and they showed the part where she went to her kami-sama and was like, I want to join the Hestia's family. I was like, yes, man. And then Wealth was kneeling down and said he wants to join. I'm so excited. I can't right now. And they didn't really show Bell that much. We just showed brief instances of when he was training and doing his stuff. So and I think he's going to be boss when he comes back, because he's training with Elevani, whatchamacallit. So, there wasn't too much going on in this episode, man. But as I said from the beginning, the animation was on point, and the most hype moments about this episode was when they decided to join the Hestia family. We've got a familia, man. We've got a full familia. I'm too excited. This is your boy, Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. But only if you really want to, man. And remember, that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life. And Hestia has her familia, man. Peace out.